All right. So, if you guys have been keeping up with any of the coverage we've been doing of Blood and Baldur's Gate. We've really just been like reading through and then giving a little bit of our opinions on things, but they only run on weekdays. So Friday, it was voted upon that we would go to the hospital. And if you guys can see behind my head, it's 22 hours left. So we are here to catch up. We're going to see what happens at the hospital. It is now the 26th of Kythorn. Last we were talking, it was the 23rd. So if we click on the hospital, it's 24th. We got one other place. Let's make sure they're on the same date because they keep jumping around a little bit. I already checked these other areas. There was nothing new in there.
Harborside Hospital. Overcrowded and understaffed, the hospital is conveniently located near the gate that leads to the city cemetery. So this is Summer 24 Kythorn, DR 1477. Inside the hospital, angry patients wait in packed hallways. The crowded conditions and lax security allow you to navigate the corridors without trouble, and you easily make your way down to the basement where the door to the morgue is ajar. The hinges on the door have been replaced on a few occasions, whether due to rumored spontaneous undead arisings or more mundane reasons. Prepared for the worst, you knock and the door creaks open. The morgue. The air is heavy with a pungent odor of embalming fluids. Inside you find no signs of the mortician. Tools of the trade hang along the wall, some rusted with age. Below that is a desk where hastily made autopsy reports are piled. On one of several slab-top tables rests a corpse covered in burlap. A visible toe tag reveals it once belonged to an E. Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran?
It's Ed Sheeran.
Hey! We found him. Autopsy reports. Notably missing from the reports is any mention of the bard who was murdered at Sailor's Crossing. But perhaps the mortician has not yet had time to conduct the autopsy. A token stamped with the hospital insignia rests near the papers, and you recognize it as a single-use magic item that allows the user to cast the spell Speak with Dead. No time to use it now, unfortunately, lest you be caught tampering with evidence. The body. You locate the lifeless body of the murdered bard lying on a slab, concealed beneath a sheet. Pulling back the thin fabric, you are met with a macabre sight. The elf's eyes have been removed. As you glance down further, you discover hunks of flesh and organs have also been carved out of his flesh. After recovering from the initial shock of the grisly butchering on the elf, you note that a fake beard is coming unglued from his face. What could the mortician be doing with these body parts?
Captain Fakebeard.
Yeah, Captain Fakebeard.
Captain Fakebeard. I knew it.
Mortician. Emerging from the hospital, you see the mortician speaking with a corpse collector next to an empty cart. By her demeanor, it is clear she is exhausted. Could she have killed the elf before beginning her shift at the morgue? Standing within earshot, you listen in on their conversation. Overhear that the collector talking about a dragonborn body washing up on Silver Crescent Beach in the last 10 days or so. Without emotion, the mortician mentions the victim was sent to be buried at a family plot in Cliffside Cemetery.
Yeah, that didn't give us a whole lot other than Ed Sheeran. That's hilarious. So like right here's the hospital. Okay, so right here is the cemetery, Cliffside Cemetery. They're right there for a reason. Should be pretty obvious. So like this right here, it won't let me zoom in any further, but this right here is called Cliffgate, and this is the Cliffside Cemetery. Or Tumble Down, whatever you want to. Zilbar Whistle Pocket. Yeah. I just wanted to say Whistle Pocket again. Baldur's mouth is right here, where the hand is on the screen. That's where Baldur's mouth is. And we live right here. So we're like right down the street from it. And we're also just a block away from the Elf Song Tavern. I'm pretty sure, yes. Not even a block. Yeah, Elf Song Tavern's right here. And we're right there. If any of you guys know anything about Baldur's Gate, any of the history on that, Elf Song Tavern is the place to be in the lower city. We'll just say that.
But it's the bee's knees.
Yeah. Let's go check out what's going on at the hacienda here. Location: Lockley Street, a modest tenement in East Way, in a place you call home. Let's zoom in. Summer 24, Kythorn, DR 1477. You arrive home after a long day of investigative work to review your findings so far. Talisman. You lock up the front door and head in, absently touching the talisman that hangs by the door, a gift from your first client, Drusilla. Bum, bum, bum. So Drusilla was our first client. That was the apothecary, alchemist, yes, at the apothecary boat thing. Yes, that talked to her dead sister. Yep, that's the one.
Just another day in Baldur's Gate.
Another day in Baldur's Gate, yes. The letter. Now that you have a moment of privacy, you open the contents of the letter delivered to you by the young thief Magpie, which I hate that name, but yes. Poor dear detective, I see you take great interest in the pursuits of my precious master. The way they talk about their master is kind of interesting. Of course, your fascination is to be commended. Who among us does not yearn for a glimpse of that noxious angel, that most vulgar of fiends? I too would be pained if I knew not my master's face. It's a pity that your investigation has yielded such disappointing results. Perhaps some motivation is what your numbed brain matter craves. A game to invigorate your spirits and inspire your investigative urges. And so its rules are set as follows. You have 1 10-day to ascertain the identity of my master. Fail, and you shall be rewarded greatly with a death far more thrilling than your odious day job. Naturally, this game is compulsory, and you are already playing. Like it or not. Okay, TikTok, detective. I don't like this. With heartfelt wishes of pestilence upon your family. Celeritas fell? Going back, who had the fake beard again? That was the dude we're investigating. Yeah, that was the bard. Captain Fake Beard. Man.
Why did he have a fake beard?
Disguise.
So the bard was investigating something too?
Or hiding from someone. Maybe it wasn't even a bard. Maybe he wasn't even a bard. Maybe he was hiding. I don't know. Interesting though.
So this master, so the way that this letter sounds like is that the master of Fell killed the bard?
My head is like digging into lore really hard right now. And like I have like 4 names that are popping up in my head, but I don't want to assume, and I don't want to bring up old shit from other games and think it's someone that was evil during those. Yeah, that one's a tough one. I don't know. But let's see what options we got anyway. So we got Insight Park. This is where, we had a murder there that Whistle Pocket told us about. We have the Market Street where they're selling monster meat. We've got the Shrine of Suffering. And we've got the Silver Crescent Beach. Those are the ones we got.
So, remember how when we were investigating the dead bard body and how chunks of flesh were missing? The body, you locate the lifeless body of the murdered bard lying on a slab. The eyes have been removed. As you glance down further, you discover hunks of flesh and organs have also been carved out of his fresh corpse. So I'm curious if they're harvesting pieces of meat from corpses and giving it to the butcher shop.
Interesting.
Which is the market street.
And I wonder if they're feeding people to people at the Shrine of Suffering.
Well, yeah, because the butcher shop, it will go from the morgue to the market street / butcher shop to the soup kitchen, the Shrine of Suffering.
This is the third one in 310 days. So far, nothing ties them together. Before this, we had a killing in Insight Park, and then there was the nasty business of the Dragonborn washing up. Okay, so the Dragonborn was more recent than Inside Park. That's what I'm trying to get.
Okay.
So if the Dragonborn is already buried, then the dude from Inside Park is already buried. So Ed Sheeran's not the Inside Park guy, right?
No.
Dude, it's Ed Sheeran. Come on.
I say we go to Market Street.
Market Street. Investigate the monster meat at Market Street. Yeah. So we're gonna go to the Market Street. You've heard rumors of the butcher selling monster meat. Could something more nefarious be at play? It could be. We suspect, because of the chunks of meat missing in the Harborside Hospital, the chunks of meat missing there out of the bodies.
But in our first overview that we did, we were making jokes about like you never question the meat that comes from.
You don't know what you're eating in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Especially the lower city. You don't question it. You don't know. Yeah. So
but now
like,
we're questioning it. So.
Yeah. Yeah. So, this is like a soup kitchen. So maybe it's literally like a line right here. Maybe the bodies are going here. They're coming here, cutting them up and prepping them for the shrine,
Hey, who knows? Maybe the reason for these murders is they're getting rid of bad people to continue to feed the homeless and poor starving.
This sounds really familiar. Sweeney Todd, maybe?
Possibly. Quite possibly. The die has been cast.
Yes, we vote the Market Street. All right, guys. So we've casted our votes. We tried to go to Marketplace because we wanted to see if the trail of meat was flying around here, but it looks like by community, the percentage says the Silver Crescent Beach, which I'm fine with, but I don't know what we're gonna find there. But we're following the trail of Whistle Pocket. Yes. So we get to see what he's doing. I just want to say Whistle Pocket again.
In that voice.
Yeah. So yeah, that's where we'll be going next. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, comment below, let us know what you think. That's the reason we're making these videos. We want to know what you think and communicate about it and talk about it and stuff. And you can also join the Discord, links in the description below. We'll see you next time.